Alright, I am back. So, the ongoing saga is my internet has been fighting me. Very appropriate to the theming of these games. I also discovered that my save on Battle Network 2 was gone because the battery was dead. I don't think I ever replaced the battery on this one. I probably should have. It's the original battery, so I took it out and verified. Yeah, it was, because it was different than the ones I have that I've been putting in. Had a different band or different color band around it. Mine are yellow. This one was red. So that battery lasted 21 years. Finally gave up the ghost. My save is gone, or is it? Great advertising for the epilogue operator. So just to demonstrate, nothing up my sleeve sort of thing. You can see, have the option to continue. This is a save from the beginning of the game, right? I should probably kill the other background music though. That's getting really grating. Save from the beginning of the game, right? So, my buttons switched on this? So, 0 hours playtime. Okay. We're going to quit. We're going to go to upload save, and I'm going to select it from my folder. I actually have both my much older 3-star save and my much more recent 5-star save. That's basically 100% completion on here, and I'm going to load that up. That is upload save. I guess it's done. I've done this before. I have tested it. And lo and behold, we have stars. Yes. LPD, thanks for tuning in. Let me know how the stream is, because I had definitely had some issues with how things were looking before. Also, I did not update the game, which I should have done while I was offline. Just go ahead and do that. Okay, there we go. Let me actually open up my tab. I don't see any pauses. It's pretty far behind me though. I don't know if it's been pausing. Seems clear, that's good. Okay, there's a delay, but that's normal. As long as it doesn't start slipping further and further behind, as Flightsy let me know before. Okay. So yeah, transmission is done with. In a very anticlimactic finale against Base EXE, who you can't even actually beat in that game. You barely scratch him, but if you hit him enough times, you destroy his cape and he gets mad and insults you and leaves. So that happened. Just to catch you up, I also realized my save game on Battle Network 2 was gone, so great epilogue operator moment here, where I just restored it. So now you can see the stars are basically the yellow one you get for beating the final boss. The green one is, I think, standard chip library. The red one is for defeating Base in the post game. The purple one is the one I had to cheat to get. That is for acquiring the secret chips, which can only be acquired through network play. And the blue one is getting every program advance in your memo. So, those are the 5 stars. The stories are all connected, so transmission, interestingly enough, does actually take place in between 1 and 2. It actually released after 2, so it's like a retroactive prequel to 2. It's kind of weird. There's continuity. It's not super important, but characters show up again. Some games it matters more than others. There's some little glitches in it too when you start to get to the different versions. 2 is actually one of my favorites. And you can probably tell. So I restored this lovely save What is the, 100% complete, 62 hours of progress. I would have been pretty upset if that was gone with the battery. But it's not, because I had it uploaded. And I wrote it back to the cart. So yes, I did technically sort of cheat to get that pink star. Why did I do that? Because when you have all 5 stars, you can play hard mode, which I didn't know about until very recently. So I worked on a way to get 5 stars. I worked on a way to get... Oh no. What in the world? Okay, this is probably my bad solder job. Let me try writing again and just... You know what? It's probably because I probably selected the wrong thing when I... Hey, I still got my backup. It's all good. It's all good. I'm pretty sure the battery's been fixed. This is weird. Okay. Let me write again. That's weird. I hope it seemed fine before, because I did a test save. Hold on. Okay. Let me make sure it's not just some weird glitch in the... Oh gosh, I left my GBA downstairs. I could test it with that. Oh my goodness. Dash frame, waiting for the collection. Can't wait to get back into the series again. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for tuning in, and sorry for all the... This is a night for technical difficulties. This is the real scariness of Halloween, I guess. I replaced a battery, I backed up the save, and then it immediately disappeared again. Okay, now it's back, and I didn't even write it again. That's interesting. I think it must have been a loose connection or something weird. Hey, I've still got the backup. Hopefully we don't lose progress. Mega Man needs to rescue my save. Yes, exactly. Let me look up real quick how to do the hard mode input. This is like some deep, hidden, arcane secret. Had to be in the know knowledge. So you have to have all 5 stars, right? And then you highlight New Game on the menu, and let me check the wiki. This is not the sort of thing you ever would have like figured out on your own. All right, starting a new game in okay. Have all 5 stars. Highlight New Game. Input. Left, right, left, right. Ah, and it changes color and chimes, letting you know you did a thing. And so, selecting the orange New Game begins a game in hard mode. And interestingly enough, even though the games don't have multiple saves, hard mode is effectively a second save file. So it'll keep your old save, and there will be a new option on the title screen. There will be New Game, Continue, and Continue Hard. So yeah. So this is our mysterious introduction. Transmission hints at this. We really don't know anything about the villains yet, other than they hired Shadow Man. He'll show up as like the 4th boss. We will rule the world just like the World 3. Fool, not like them. Don't begin project, sir. Yes, very mysterious. Interestingly enough, the main characters do age throughout the course of the series. They go from 5th grade to 6th grade over the course of the 6 games. This game takes place during summer vacation, I believe, so this is like the only time we're going to see the school. I think you can go back to this room, though. Maybe. The last day of school. Why is the... Hold on. Why is the menu bar showing up? I don't want to go full screen. It's gonna mess up. No, don't quit. I just want to get rid of the bar. It's in the way. I hope it's gonna go away on its own. Ah, so many... Okay, there. It's gone. It's gone. Report card time. Flight C might not be able to stick around for long. Is that a good video game? Yes! Actually, Battle Network 2 is probably my personal favorite. Even if objectively, like, 3 has kind of a more full suite of features. One of the interesting things that I'm excited to do about hard mode is one of the problems 2 does have is there are some very overpowered combos, very overpowered program advances that become kind of a little bit too much of an easy crutch. So I'm hoping hard mode maybe justifies that power level. We'll see. Really all hard mode does is enemies have 50% more HP and they deal 50% more damage. So that's usually not the best way to change difficulty. It's usually not terribly, you know, you're going against how the game was originally balanced. But we'll see how it plays out, because like I said, there's some combos that do ridiculous damage in this game. So I'm hoping maybe it actually balances out better. It's going to be interesting trying to get S ranks too, because you still got to beat enemies in the same amount of time. And they're going to have 50% more health. So yeah. Favorite difficulty mode in a game is Kirby Dream Lands. Oh, the extra mode? Yeah, I remember that. That is interesting, because Kirby games you don't think about as being difficult, but especially those old ones, when they put that in, they are. I mean, hey, I'm a big fan of difficulty in general. I think when games are too easy, they're boring. Some games you can get away with it. I mean, nobody wants like hardcore Animal Crossing. What would that even be? Right, but for the most part, especially games that involve things like strategy, you don't want it to be too easy, because then you don't even have to think. You don't even have to like plan. You can just do whatever and it'll work. The other thing is hard mode does change some of the scripted encounters. 1 Vitality, 1 Life Kirby Let's Play. Never think of Kirby as easy again, yeah. The interesting thing is, like, even games like Epic Yarn, where people are like, oh, it's ridiculously easy, you can never die. It's not really, like, there's still some difficulty there in, like, getting the max number of beads, right? It's like, where is the difficulty, number one? Just having a death state isn't the end-all be-all. The blackboard, you can jack in here, but why would you? Oh, also, as we will see, Battle Network 2 really skirts the line of what rated E for everyone means. They got a lot of crap past the ASRB with this game, for whatever reason. Wait till we get to the airplane rap battle. You'll see. Even the first scenario, though, is very, like, wow. We get our introduction to the world of Battle Network, explaining PETs to us. It's like a cell phone, but it does a lot more. This is exactly what this guy just told me. Great. Also, I think my buttons are mixed on my controller. I think A is B and B is A right now. Just really throwing me for a loop. Does it do Star Allies? Might be too easy. That's the one Kirby game. You had an issue. Oh, I can... You know what? Since I'm using Windows, I can move my chat window right next so I don't wind up accidentally ignoring chat. You all have wonderful plans. Don't forget about your homework. Over summer? Come on. Lan and Dex did not get good grades. Okay, actually, real quick, this is bothering me a lot. Rebind keys. This is A, this is B. Okay, start select. Awesome. Yep, this feels much more comfortable. A+ in virus busting. But in your... Will these children be endangered? Oh, yes, they will. I have email. Viruses on the rise. That won't be a problem later. Go ahead and save right away. Now, interesting, one other thing about hard mode is that the network function is disabled. Hard mode does not actually give you stars. You can still access the secret area by meeting the appropriate conditions. But you actually, if you could get stars, you could never get the secret chips because there is no network mode. You cannot battle other people. I assume they did this because they didn't want you, quote-unquote, cheating by trading chips from another game into your hard mode file. There could be some logistical, like, technical limit, too, since it's like its own separate save, but not really. That means bath, not that you'd know. Is she implying I don't bathe? Interrence. Yes, there are a lot of typos in this script as well, but that's par for the course. It's not as bad as Battle Network 4. Battle Network 4 is pretty bad. Do I bathe? I bathe. I don't know about Lan and Mega Man. Mega Man probably doesn't, because he's a computer program. It'd be kind of weird if he did. Alright, let's go home. I don't know. You can go back to the school. Okay. But there aren't any, like, items there or anything. You can't even jack into the chalkboard. I'm a salesman. Knowing who lives where is my job. It's kind of creepy that you know all the kids in the neighborhood. As an adult male with no relation to them. It's kind of creepy. Even old folks can do it. Lan and Mega Man could bathe together, but only once. Well, spoilers. Well, this will come up again. Spoilers from the last game. Mega Man is based on the DNA of Lan's twin brother, so he was actually a human once, sort of, kind of. They'll, like, offhandedly mention it in the future, so if you're not prepared for those spoilers, too bad. I mean, I actually beat 2 before 1, so that's how I did that. I can't even jack into the doghouse yet? He just won't let me do nothing. Toaster in the bathtub, yes. Isn't Dex still at school? Well, I want to break the game and go other places instead of home, okay? Look at this conspicuous, unique NPC. I'm sure he will not be important later. From the gas company. Isn't that Miss Yai's house? We'll get right on it. Okay, you're not suspicious at all. The perfect cheesecake. Din Gas. Yeah, Din City is the city they live in, so that's why it's called Din Gas. TVs do not have jack-in ports. You can jack into it, but Mom already virus scanned it. It's weird how they just don't even want you accessing any of the side areas yet. Your report card. I was hoping you'd forgotten. You're right, Mom. I'm sorry. Now can I go play on the net? Most certainly not. Homework first. This is not a summer vacation if you're doing homework. It's not how summer vacations work. And what is our homework? It is the inescapable tutorial. Even in hard mode, you can't skip the tutorial. Gotta explain everything to you. Which is weird, because we've established that Lan is actually... Apparently virus busting is a grade school subject, for whatever reason. And Lan gets A+ in it, because it's the only thing he's good for. But whatever. I mean, they should have given him, like, some math problems. Maybe then his actual grades would improve. Replacing snow days with Zoom class. Oh man. See? This game actually super accurately predicted the future. Attack force. That's a weird way to describe it. Also, notice the Metars, who normally have 40 HP, have 60. Hard mode. Send 2 of the same chips, such as cannon and cannon. Doing that, you can use mini weapons. See, ordinarily this would be enough to destroy both these enemies. But they have 60 HP now. Yes, I know what hit points are. Use your chips but still haven't won. What do you do? That's right, the custom gauge. And without upgrades, you actually can't even use charge shots. Later games do change that. Predicted the bad future. Yeah. I mean, look at all the child endangerment that happens. Nobody even bats an eye at it, usually. And of course, Lesson 2 explains both the importance of chips that don't attack directly, such as area grab, and that you can pick multiple chips with the same code even when they're different. Chip codes. Also notice the area grab and wide sword are code L now. I think the S code still exists, but you know. The star code is actually new. That wasn't in 1. It's in everything else. As she just explained, it is the wild card. Now you can't actually mix the star code with... You cannot pick like cannon A, cannon B, and then a star. So there is some limit on it. And you also can't ever pick more than 5. just go ahead and use the same combo. Wish there was more child endangerment in real life. I don't know about that. The add button, which actually does work differently than 1. In 1, it was basically a pass and you would have 10 chips to pick from the next turn. Now, you select chips, hit add, and at the cost of those chips, for the rest of the battle, you gain that many more chips on your screen. I probably shouldn't overuse the Buster, because I am going to want to influence my style changes. But we'll see. And that's our tutorial. Where you is. Hurry your butt down to the square with Mega Man. Looking good today, Mega Man. So that is one of the other differences from the first game, is HP does not automatically recover between battles. It does recover anytime you jack out. You'll also notice that the net is not so super confusing. Gosh, 75 HP, that's so weird to see. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. We'll just wait. We'll just wait. These cannons can't hit me if I just stay in my lane. Probably not getting any stuff from this. Oh well. It's still busting level 6. So interestingly, in this game, there are usually 5 codes per chip. And there's usually one that drops at S rank, no matter what. Usually one that drops at like 7 to 9, and one that drops at like 6. I think it's like 6 or 7, or 9. It's like 6 through 8, 9 through 10, and S. But then there's another one. There's another 2 that drop at like level 7, around level 7 and around level 9. Only when your HP is at about half. So that's kind of interesting. If you're not aware of that, it can be a real pain trying to collect everything. And it's going to be a real pain getting S ranks when everything has more health. But obviously these enemies are kind of pushovers, so I wouldn't call hard mode all that hard just yet. We also have bug frags, which are essentially a separate kind of currency. Yeah, they even realized how bad navigating the net was in the last game that they added signs. It's also just, you know, there's like landmarks, like these trees. This brings us to a net dealer. We have no money. Isn't that fun? Oh, you still do encounter solo enemies. That's interesting. Hey, we have money now. Not that it's enough to buy anything. Okay, they're still giving me this basic game info. I don't want that. I want the flavor text. Bunny viruses. Well, he was actually in the it's actually in transmission, at least. It is kind of reassuring knowing level 6 still usually drops stuff, at least for the basic enemies. Attack plus 10 does nothing on its own. Oh, blue mystery data. The colors do mean something. Technically, that was also true of transmission as well. So, blue mystery data does not respawn, and it is fixed. It's always the same thing in every playthrough, every time you jack in. Green mystery data respawns every time you jack in and is randomized, though from a set list for each area. So once you know that, when you're looking for particular stuff, you can revisit the same area, loot all the greens over and over to fill out your library. Gosh, they're not giving me anything all that good. I need to improve this folder stat. Come here, bunny. Not here, in the front column. There we go. I need to find ways to S rank. Then I could at least, you know, try to put like some Z-Cannon PAs in there or something. Big Navi and a girl Navi heading to the square. That would be Gutsman and Roll. Have I heard about the metaverse? Yes. But you know what's better than the metaverse is the square. Because it's square. Wow, they're chewing him out. Now he's getting chewed out for doing his homework. I mean, yeah, you missed your, you know, told your friends you'd be somewhere and you weren't, but still. Yeehaw. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. How's everything looking on the stream? Am I... Did I close my... Oh. Uh-oh. It's acting up again. I just had a disconnected warning That's gotta be it then. Okay. Well, it is 9. I'm gonna end there. Well, okay. Reconnection successful. Now on my tab, it's frozen. Okay, but it caught up. It refreshed. Okay. Okay, well, I'll keep going a little bit longer. You guys let me know if it starts to get... Well... Spoke too soon. It seems iffy. It's slipping. I think I'll just end there. Internet's acting up again. I may have to have some words with the Breeze line about fixing this. Yeah, so it's the very, very beginning of Battle Network 2 hard mode. At least I got the save data thing sorted. At least I hope I got the save data thing sorted. You know what? We can go ahead and verify that. So this might have been the problem is with Epilogue when you close out, it gives you a little window, says you're about to quit. Do you want to overwrite the current state of your cartridge? I'm pretty sure I have to say yes. And if I don't, there was an ad break. That's interesting. Okay. Well, I got a little pop-up from OBS that said it was disconnected briefly. So I think it's internet being screwy. It's 9. So I'm just gonna end there. Hopefully by next week we can pick things up. I'm gonna make sure the save is still there. Yeah. Continue hard. Awesome. Alright, well, until next time, hopefully the internet is not as broken. I gotta go bust some real life viruses or something. Gotta go jack into the net and blow up some hard hat robot things. We'll see if that works.